N3on found himself in unfamiliar territory, standing in the heart of Harlem with none other than Jim Jones as his guide. The energy was different, the atmosphere thick with authenticity, and N3on was doing his best to fit in. But from the moment Jim locked eyes on his Timberlands, it was clear he had a lot to learn. "Who laced those for you, bro?" Jim asked, shaking his head in disbelief. N3on hesitated before admitting, "Me, in the hotel lobby this morning." Jim couldn't hide his reaction. "Come on, bro. This is crazy." He looked down at the boots, analyzing the way N3on had somehow managed to lace them in a way that violated every streetwear rule Harlem had ever known. "I don't even know how you got these three back to back like that, bro. That's not even supposed to be like that." The lesson wasn't just about the boots. It was about presence, about moving the right way. Jim wasn't about to let N3on make another misstep. "You got to put your hoodie all the way up," Jim instructed, watching as N3on fumbled with the drawstrings. "No, not like that. What type of tightening was that? Yo, bro, don't ever tighten your hoodie first and tie it. Pull that thing low. Bro, learn how to do it right." N3on, trying his best to keep up, looked around, taking in the surroundings. "First time in Harlem?" Jim asked, already knowing the answer. N3on nodded. "Hell yeah. Love it here." Jim reassured him. "You good. You're in the neighborhood. It's the community. You're with a bunch of community activists." N3on, feeling the need to prove himself, added, "Oh, I'm an activist too, brother." Jim smirked. "That's what I'm saying. So you got nothing to worry about." But suddenly, the mood shifted. "Oh no, we out. We out," Jim declared. N3on didn't ask questions. He just followed. "My bad, G," he muttered, trying to keep pace. Jim was testing him, seeing how he moved, if he caught on to unspoken rules. After a few more minutes of walking and talking, Jim took a moment to assess N3on's whole vibe. "You got some training to do, but you got the idea." N3on, still processing everything, asked, "A bed? Like what a bed?" Jim shook his head. "Nah, I mean you got some wheels, you got the wings. The way you talk, your mannerisms. You don't have federal mannerisms." N3on furrowed his brow. "Federal mannerisms?" Jim nodded, breaking it down. "Yeah, not to say you got but you grew up a little different. Your swag is a little different. You didn't grow up in this." N3on, feeling the need to explain, admitted, "I used to be a crash dummy, bro. Like if someone even looked at me the wrong way, I'd be like, 'Yo, what's wrong with you? Piece of—' You know what I mean." Jim stared at him, unimpressed. "That's an extreme crash. That comes with extreme consequences." N3on nodded. "Yeah, bro, that's why I stopped." Jim chuckled. "Good call, because that kind of talk in this neighborhood, that's a problem. You say the wrong thing, you definitely got to fight. You definitely got to shoot 31 in this neighborhood." N3on soaked in the lesson. Harlem wasn't just about fashion or attitude. It was about respect, about knowing when to move and when to stay still. Jim wasn't just showing him around. He was giving him a crash course in survival. Still, N3on couldn't shake the feeling that he was being tested. "Am I glazing, bro?" he asked, catching himself. Jim gave him a look. "I don't like that word. Glaze. What, you thought it was a donut?" N3on laughed, but Jim wasn't done. "You try to glaze me? Nah, bro. I know you don't even know where that line is from." Jim looked to the chat. "What rap line is that? Somebody tell this man." The moment was pure Harlem, sharp, witty, and layered with unspoken rules. N3on was learning in real time, realizing that adapting wasn't just about dressing right or talking tough. It was about moving with awareness, about understanding the energy of the streets. Jim was making sure he left Harlem knowing that much, at least.